Alright, good evening and welcome to the Broadcasting Lounge. It's Thursday night, you know what that means. Time for GTEs to hit the track with Supercars NZ. Joining me in the lounge tonight from behind the wheel is Sean. How's it going, Sean?
Yeah, good mate. Good. I was just a couple of tens up too, looking pretty. Yeah, it's gone. Anyway, so look forward to this. Obviously, Sebring, a big fan favourite for quite a few of us.
Yeah, it's a cool track based around an old World War II US Air Force base in Florida. And we can see the track map in the race info for tonight up on screen there. So it is round 8 of the GTE series. Getting into the business end of the season, we'll be starting to plan the winter series soon, Sean.
Yeah, and I've had a little bit of feedback I forgot to talk to you about. We should do it live on it, on the chat, so we can so we're going to throw you under a bus. But no, the guys have loved it. But they did ask if we could throw some like a little Duro, which we're doing, and maybe just one single race and heat racing. So something to look forward for next season. Throw a few new things out there, different race formats for the guys to drive to. So yeah.
You're always open to mixing up the formats, and we definitely take feedback from the drivers on board, so we'll look into what we can do there. But we do have 25 degrees air temp tonight, so relatively warm in the tropics in Florida. 67% humidity with a little bit of cloud cover and a 4 km/h breeze. Just getting down towards the end of quali now with a few minutes left. Stefan McCartan put down his time back in the pits. He did that last week, and Billy Rowley actually bettered his time. As I click on the wrong thing there, Billy actually bettered Stefan's time late in the session, and we
Wasn't
saw.
that Matt Gerard? Was it Matt Gerard at his time? Or was it Billy?
I'm sure it was Billy. I could be wrong. Someone bet. Oh no, sorry, you're right. Actually, yes, it was Matt. It was Matt. That's right. Yeah.
Trying to give Matt some kudos, not
Yeah, absolutely.
not talking Billy up too much, but yeah. So it was good though.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I don't think
And
he can do it again today though.
well, he's sitting P5 at the moment. He's looks like a second off Stefan at the moment, so he does have quite a bit to make up. But you never know, he could pull out a stunner. But as soon as we do get to that 15-minute mark, that's going to instantly throw everybody off. And Matt's just looped it coming around the back there, so I think that's going to be the end of his quality. I don't think he'll be able to get around and do another lap. Billy Rowley is out there. He's just been relegated to P3 after Nico Cordia improved to a 156 flat to move into P2. Billy currently sitting on a 56.23 as he comes into the final corner. Not lining up the second times.
Is he going to improve?
Coming down to the line now, comes across 56.24. Not quite an improvement on that lap, and he stays P3 and then sends it into the tyres at turn 1. 30 seconds left in the session. Phil Carpenter trying to improve, currently sitting in P12. Not sure he's quite going to make it to the line. 15 seconds left now. Oh, could be tight. He's just got the final quarter to negotiate.
Who is that you're talking about?
Phil Carpenter, he's coming through the final corner now, and time's just run out, so he hasn't made it to the line. So Stefan McCartan on pole from Nico Cordia.
Yeah. I see Thomas hasn't set a lap either in quali. That's a shame. Wonder what happened there. Nor Dan Turner.
We'll see if he takes the start, both of those guys. Hopefully they will, but we've got grid lining up now, and unfortunately, actually, is that on the pit straight or the back straight where you're lining up?
Ooh.
I think it is the back straight.
There's DRS, so I'm going to go with the back straight because I
think
DRS sign on the front straight.
I think previously we haven't had a short formation. Yeah, actually, the wall's a lot closer on the driver's left-hand side of the track,
Yeah.
on the front straight as well. So it is the back straight. So it is a short formation lap, which I don't think we've had on previous occasions here. So they
All
must
the
have
tyres,
added
the
that as an
tyres.
option.
Cold airs.
They will be. And Stephen McCartan lining up on pole, Nico Cordia alongside. Then Billy Rowley and yourself, Sean, on the second row.
Yes, yes, we'll see how that goes.
Matt Gerard and Aaron Goodrick line up just behind you, and then Blake Greenhall and Leith Swinney on row 4. Jonathan Turner, Heath Mahone, Wayne Hartnell, Phil Carpenter, Chris Zalewski, Steve Darren, James McKenzie, Bill Kilgour, and then Tom McCall and Dan Turner, if they join, will be off the back. Both of those guys, as you mentioned, Sean, not setting a time in qualifying, so hopefully they do come in for a race.
It's not bad. 18 cars out there. We're trying to grow the grid for next season. These cars are awesome to drive, man. I absolutely love them. So, no doubt we just need to let people know how these cars goes, and we'll get a full 30 car grid, I reckon.
Yeah, just heard from Wayne, and it sounds like he might be barging in the door any moment now, so we might have somebody else to join us in the lounge soon, Sean.
Oh yeah, someone else to complain to. That'd be good. Good.
Absolutely.
So
So, setting off on the formation corner.
corner, yeah, it's like
Can't,
straight
can't
into
call it
it.
a
Eh?
formation lap because you're not doing anywhere near a lap.
Crazy. Obviously, these tyres take a while to heat up too, so it's going to be a little bit.
Yeah, they're a hard tyre designed for endurance racing, designed to at least go for a full tank of fuel, which normally lasts about an hour in these cars. But we're underway, and Stefan has jumped the bull out front. Sean on the outside of Aaron Goodrick at the moment. Managing to hold on to P4 though, Sean, so far.
Well, just mate.
Oh,
Me and Aaron a
good
bit
job.
racing. Hey,
Good
how's
stuff
that go?
hanging around the outside there. Well done.
Yeah, little contact from us, just touch, but we try and race nice and clean. I'm going to block like shit down here. You ain't getting down that side of me.
Bye, Steve.
Oh, here we go. He's barged in, he's knocked the door down, and he's joined us in the lounge. Wayne Bloor.
You made it. Hey, did you ever turn up to work on time, Wayne? Hey?
That's why you're self-employed, eh? You don't have to turn up on time.
Oh, I've got the customer actually. We just got home, so.
Well done. Good effort, mate.
Oh. Matt Gerard. Mac is sitting in P4 at the moment. Matt Gerard was going side by side with Aaron Goodrick and just got a bit loose on the inside. Allowed Blake Greenhall to get past, and now he's soaking up pressure from Leith Swinney.
It's going to be a close little battle back there. I definitely don't have the pace for these guys in front of me, so they'll slowly eke away. But no, good. That'll be a good battle to watch back there.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this. Racecraft's in see if they bring us out again. Good stuff. Oh, but
You're lucky you turned up.
Oh,
You're lucky you turned up, mate,
who's
because we're going to give away all the money. You didn't.
James McKenzie well wide onto the back straight, bringing a whole of dirt back onto the track with him. On a straight piece of track though, well away from the braking zone, so I think shouldn't affect anybody too badly. Just seen Phil Carpenter's name dropping down as well. I think he went a bit deep at the final corner. Tom McCall in for an early stop. Now
I don't
that's
think we have
interesting.
compulsory pit stops, do we?
We do not. And Tom started off the back after not setting a time in qualifying, and now he's already come back to the pits. So
Could have gear problems. You have to go back and see if there's any data.
He's
Yeah,
stopped and carried on, so it looks like he's
Easy.
taken a fast repair, so he might have had some damage that I couldn't quite see. Up the wires, Corey will love that on the
I
Team
that.
West
I saw that on his
Porsche
car.
there.
It's so good. There's some cool liveries out there on these cars too. You scan around and check a few of them out. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, there are some pretty cool liveries.
Yeah, the Team West racing cars look mean this season, don't they? Silver and a bit of purple.
They do, and we always seem to see the Team West cars together, and Wayne Hartnell and Jonathan Turner keeping true to that so far tonight, fighting over P8 at the moment, but Steve Darren's sniffing around behind them as well, looking to see if he can pick something up.
Darren. Dedicated driver, Supercars NZ.
These cars are a little bit faster than the old supercar Gen 3s, aren't they? Get around the tracks a little bit quicker, a bit better handling.
Yeah, it certainly seemed to be the case at Bathurst, where I think Stefan actually managed to do a sub 2-minute lap there, which was pretty damn impressive.
Billy's gone wide. Just pulled it up at last corner.
Yeah, Billy Rowley, KRF Motorsport.
Speaking of cool liveries, that livery looking very good as you come to expect with anything BJ does. I think Matt Gerard ran wide in the background at turn 1, and now Blake's gone off at turn 2.
Matthew Gerard, hopefully his livery is showing up all good tonight.
Yeah, seems to be. Oh, as he's gone deep, so he's struggling with the brake at the moment. Yeah, velocity on the side of the car, so I think that's his proper livery. Sean got excited about something, so I've clicked on him now.
I saw it in the background, says cargo flying off the track.
Alright.
I reckon, looking in the rearview mirror, you get the best shots. I wish there was a camera for that. No, I'm not joking. You see some cool stuff in the car.
I mean, we've got the shot looking back through the rear wing.
You're not the same.
Pretty much the same.
Not the same. Not at all. Just poo-pooing it, eh?
Oh, we got a great shot of your rear view camera from your helmet cam.
Oh, yeah? That might be it. Aaron's closing on me. I'm getting a bit slowed up by Billy in the front. Aaron's coming. Oh, I just don't have enough talent. Yeah.
Good, where are we tonight, guys? Sebring?
Sebring, yeah. I'm in the 12 hour. I think Billy's just playing with me. He's slow all of a sudden, now he's fast and pulling away. Just trying to strike me out.
Waiting for a bit of race action.
That's what you would do, Wayne. Just give everyone's hopes up and then just tear it away from them.
Yeah, that sounds like me, definitely.
Yeah.
That's why I don't race, eh? Because I just don't want to give everybody
Too true.
stuff.
Leith Swinney's got Matt Gerard just ahead of him at the moment. I love that camo livery that Leith's running lately.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ferrari.
Yeah, definitely. What are we giving away tonight?
As in, I don't know. I'm gonna keep quiet. I'll give away everything. Everything up for grabs. It's up to me, mate. As I run wide.
It's a bit late to the party, sorry about that, guys. Just saw that in Messenger and Sorry,
mate.
Rock on in.
Shane was looking forward just to hanging out with me, but you sort of ruined it.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Zalewski, our Race Week sponsor for this week, Racecraft NZ, he's just taken a pit stop in a race where they didn't need fuel and there's no compulsory pit stops, so he's obviously had an issue out there, needed to come in for a fast repair.
So, who's winning the Manon Racing Products Championship, Shane? Who's leading? What's the points at? Have you had a look at that lately?
I can't say I have actually, to be fair. Normally Corey's my man for the points, and he's not here tonight because his PC went kaput.
That's alright, that's right. That's sort of a segue for someone to go and look at them while we're talking away, you know? I'm sure that'll happen.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah, Wayne's probably doing it now. Because obviously... Yeah, well, obviously without MRP or Manon Racing products, this series wouldn't be happening and all the prizes wouldn't be given away, and Racecraft's obviously the weekly sponsor, so that's really cool. So a big shout out to them, because obviously we appreciate you.
I'd say this data's wrong because it's got you in third spot, Sean. So
no, that's 100% correct, and that's why I
we're going to have to change.
Nah, that's 100% correct.
Look
But
wrong.
Yeah, there's 3 drop rounds, so the points change at the end anyway. So I've had a couple of years as well, so it's quite interesting to see myself that far up.
Bill Cougar jumped in the pits.
Yeah, he's been sitting there for a while. Oh yeah.
I'm starting to get some data popping up now.
Oh. So it's picked that up quite late as Steve's made his way into the tyres on the outside of the final corner, and then he towed.
It is a hard corner to get right, the last one.
Oh, it's a tricky one, eh?
Yeah.
You have to apex so late, and it's just because it's so open and all the concrete that you're driving on looks the same the whole way across. It's just so hard to pick your line.
It's open, so you think you can run wide, and then you get too wide, and then it just throws you too wide, and you're in the marbles. And because iRacing does a brilliant job, thank you iRacing, with the obviously the actual setting up of how we raced and all the ins and outs.
Yeah, very lucky. Very lucky. It's good stuff.
Not like in the 80s, eh, Wayne?
Oh, I wasn't born then.
I know you're older than that.
Sorry to rub it in, but I genuinely wasn't born. 91 for me.
I was more than the 80s video games. There's nothing, you know, through the years.
Yeah, I remember having a little Fanatec wheel years ago on a rubber band.
Nice.
Bit of a banjo system. Turn it one way and it pulls the rubber band one way. Force feedback. Loving it.
Yeah, not like today where they put sim gear in real race cars, don't they? Sometimes.
Yeah.
They do.
You hear the stories out there?
Wheels in, yep. Steering wheels. Yep. Seen a bit of that.
Some Magic's FX Pro wheel has been known to pop up in a few real race cars from time to time.
Go. Nick Mitchell was doing a bit of that, wasn't he? Some of the race cars he builds, MRX.
Yeah, I think, did he use HRS pedals in that Camry that Scott Pye drove at Taupo? I think I saw that somewhere.
I saw Nick at Taupo doing absolutely sweetie FA. He wasn't doing much in the pit.
Probably having a few sound checks with Scotty, yeah? Or for Scotty, because he couldn't drink until after the races.
I reckon he was trying to get something for free out of it. Some merch. That's probably more the Nick thing to do.
Very cool on Dan Turner, Team West, 11th spot. Still not that magic top 10, is it?
Not quite, and for the second race as well, that's going to be pole position with the top 10 flipping around for the grid there, so...
Here we go.
But he's got about a second to make up on Phil Carpenter, but Phil and Leith in a bit of a battle, so that could be Dan's opportunity to close in and see if he can grab that reverse grid pole late in the race.
Let's see. Rico Racing, Phil Carpenter.
We've got about 2.5 minutes remaining. Stefan's just started a lap, so I think next time by we should get the white flag. Well, we won't, because we won't see it, because we never seem to be able to work out how to see it on the stream.
No,
but Sean will get it.
Struggled with that for years. I'm about to tell you, 100%. And we better get the white flag because I don't think anyone's got enough gas to do one more lap.
Oh, really?
So Stefan McCartan leading the championship, 977 points, 147 more points than Leaf Swinney in second. So I'd say that's reasonably wound up, unless he's a no-show.
Yeah, I think the drop rounds at the end definitely changes everything up. So, yeah, you just got to wait to that last round.
Sean Macca, 823 points, sitting in third, but that is, I'm going to have to go back and check that, that's wrong.
Yeah, check it out, mate.
Wayne
check it out.
Hartnell, fourth, 819, so he's only like 4 points behind you. So.
How many points is Swinney in front of me, though? That's the key.
7.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
See what happens in between races. I might have grabbed him here. How
Yeah,
far
well,
back
yeah.
is he behind me?
He's
She's a
sitting in
close
9,
championship,
so
isn't he?
you're taking a few out of him tonight, that's for sure. So far, anyway.
Aaron
Could all
Goodrick.
turn around in race 2.
Where's Aaron in the championship?
He is 5th spot and he's 812 points. So
All pretty close.
11 points away from you, Sean. So it's not much
And he's
in
gonna-
the scheme of things, is
No,
it?
no. So I think when the drop rounds eke out, he could actually be in front at the end, so you never know.
JT John Turner 807, so he's the last one on the 800s, sitting in 6th spot.
Man, if you take out the alien, sorry Stefan, but that's the only way I can describe you. If you take him out, it's such a tight championship, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give him a black flag. Give him a
Well, you should
trophy.
do what Rian does and just start from the back.
Well, he's going to have to start the next one from 10th, assuming he gets to the end of this lap unscathed.
Yep, One Performance Racing, Stefan McCartan. Have to bail him up about a weekly sponsorship as well. He's gone out on his own painting, him and his wife. So got a little painting business in E-Town and Taranaki, the Eltham. So
Yeah, I shared his business, whatever you want to call it, main profile when he announced it. I shared it on my page, so we're all about helping each other out here at Supercars NZ. And
yeah, roll in the
Right,
weekly sponsors, that's what I say.
yeah, money.
Absolutely.
I just had Aaron just all over me.
Oh, yeah?
I thought he was about to hit me.
He's probably trying to.
And you're even close together in the race as well. Stephen McCartan takes the win.
Very good.
Nico Cordia comes across P2. Billy Rowley third, rounding out the podium. Sean McNamara just holds off Aaron Goodrick after having him all over him. That'll be later tonight as well.
Yeah, shut me on a date. He does live like 4 k's away from me. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Blake Greenhill coming home P6, up 1 spot from where he started. Wayne Hartnell up 4 spots to come home in 7th. Matt Gerard 8th, down 3 spots. Leith Swinney home in 9th. Phil Carpenter picks up that reverse grid pole, rounding out the top 10. Dan Turner 11th. James McKenzie 12th. Heath Mann coming home 13th. Unlucky for some. Jonathan Turner still coming down the back straight. He looks like he should wrap this one up in 14th. Around in the final corner now, car 154, West Racing.
Yeah, nice paint job. Like that.
Brings it home in 14th.
Only half an hour behind Stefan McCartan. Sorry.
Oh, Tom McCall on the last corner of the race. He's gone into the tyres. He's going to try and limp it home. He's got Chris Zalewski about he's 10 seconds behind, so he's going to get there and hold him off. But that was, man, at least he managed to make it to the line. That could have been a lot worse. Chris Zalewski, our weekly sponsor, comes home in 16th. Steve Darren and Bill Kilgour called it early in that one. I hope they come back for the second one.
They're at the bar. back at the truck, having a few shots.
There's 2 guys off the Muppets, aren't they? Old Stanner or whatever his name is.
Yeah, 2 guys up in in the cheap seats.
Oh, the great thing about sim racing is they can drink all they like and we'll still let them back on track for the second race. So
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So Wayne did ask, what are we giving away? What are we giving away tonight, Shane? Do you want us to come up with something? Are you going to come up with something? What's racecraft? Thank you, Racecraft and Men Racing Product. What are we giving away on behalf of those two?
well, I don't know. Racecrafts are on their second weekly sponsor, and last time around they did very generously give us a button box to give away.
Who won it?
So we've done that. That's too long ago, Sean. I can't
Yeah, I
remember.
know. I threw you under the bus. So on purpose, mate. Everyone at home, that is me, just being me. So no, whoever did win it, well done. I actually wanted it. It was pretty cool. It's like we don't have a prize cupboard where we can just pinch stuff for ourselves here at Supercars End. We probably should look at that in the future. But no, we like to give away heaps of stuff. So I've got a new guy keen on the V8s, and I was like, man, we give away heaps. Get on board. It's fun. So see what happens there. So all right. Well, normally we like giving away iRacing dollars. Are you allowed to give them away again, Wayne, if they let you give it away? iRacing dollars?
Crickets.
He's gone to the fridge. All right.
Right.
Just tell him. Just tell him. See? All right. No, we're midstream and I asked you a question. You weren't here.
No, I wasn't. I was just letting
No, I know
Penny
you
know
weren't.
that I was just letting Penny know that
Ah.
yeah, commentating.
All right. So 100% he's allowed off because you do need to let the boss know. 100%. 100% to let the boss know. Hey. So
Ooh.
we decided we're just going to give away some iRacing dollars.
Oh yeah, sweet. Sounds good. Definitely.
So me and Shane have got some, and I don't know about the drivers. So we need a reason to give it away. We should should we do a random draw? We don't have to do the wheel like Dougie does. We do a random draw for some iRacing dollars.
Yeah, handy.
Should we give
Yeah,
them
we can do
iRacing dollars or some gas money? Because I reckon people need gas money.
About least amount of incident points.
Mail out the
Then
old
there'll be a draw.
MTA voucher, you reckon?
Yes,
Oh,
the
remember
MTA vouchers
the
are-
old MTA vouchers? Are they still
Should
There
we
around?
give
might be
them?
an online one you can get.
You know what? I've heard there's a Supercars NZ voucher you can get. And guess what? $1 New Zealand dollar equals one Supercars NZ dollar. It's exactly the same. So we can just give away cold hard cash thanks to obviously our awesome sponsor MRP. And obviously if they want race gear, we give them away from Racecraft. So
Yep. So Motor
yeah.
Trade Association. Sorry, Sean.
That's right. Supercars
Yeah.
NZ money's worth better anyway. It's worth more. All we need is their bank account and password, eh? Hey, Wayne.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. And those 3 numbers on the back of the.
Yeah.
Mother's maiden name, first
We
street you
need to-
lived on, name of your first pet.
Yeah. We need to do this again, mate. We're already on fire. Well, I'm actually going to go down and leave you two to it. I'm enjoying the drivers now that we've got 2 here. But,
Yeah, man.
give away some cash. Do it. iRacing dollars cash.
Yeah, okay.
Give it away.
Yeah,
Alright,
so what are we going to do? A
we'll
random
give away
draw?
$50 worth of NZ
Dollars, and they can either take iRacing dollars, cash money,
Or real
MTA
money.
voucher, and you just send them the money and it means all the same things. Burger King, if you want a Burger King voucher, just give them the cash and it's the same fucking thing. Alright, later boys. If you need to drag me up because I've taken someone out, so be it.
Yeah, we'll be watching. We'll
Alright,
be watching. Don't
I'll
you
be
worry.
listening. Alright, enjoy the call, boys. Talk soon.
Cheers,
Alright,
Becca.
cheers, Paul. Pigeon man. Cool. Alright, thank God he's gone. Oh, is he gone?
He is.
Oh, very cool. No, it's been silly. So what have we got? 15 seconds in the warm-up and then we're into it.
Yeah, Heath Marn out on track at the moment. Have to apologise to Heath because Doug and I were mispronouncing his name on Tuesday. Steve very kindly told us the correct pronunciation in the admin chat, so thanks Steve, and apologies Heath for getting it wrong. Oh, as he
Yeah.
goes around.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad for that too, I must say. It's yeah.
Well, sometimes you just have to pronounce it how you see it if you don't know, eh? So Anybody out there whose names we are mispronouncing, feel free to get in touch and let us know how to do it properly.
Yeah, jump on our Facebook page, send us a comment, and yeah, sort it out.
Grid for
There
the
you
second
go.
race. Phil Carpenter, pole position with the reverse top 10. Leith Swinney lining up P2. Matt Gerard, Wayne Hartnell on the second row. Then Blake Greenhall and Aaron Goodrick. Sean McNamara and Billy Rowley.
Yeah, a
And then
few
we've
of
got,
those guys up that top there are going to be hard to catch,
yeah,
I would say.
Nico Cordier and Stephen McCartan off 9th and 10th after finishing first and second in the first race. Then go back to Dan Turner, James McKenzie, Heath Mann. Almost pronounced it wrong. I'll try that again. Heath. Well, I did pronounce it wrong because I got midway through how I was pronouncing it. Heath Mann,
Man, yep,
P13. Jonathan Turner, Tom McCall, Chris Zalewski, and then Steve Darren and Bill Kilgour off the back.
very cool. So throw an R in there, Heath. Heath Man. There you go. All good.
Why can't everybody's name just be pronounced how it's spelled, hey?
No, it's all good. All good. All right, we are gridding. We're doing our formation lap.
Well, as I called it in race 1, it's the formation corner, because they're literally just doing one corner and then they're away.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Lights are up.
But good, because you used to have
Pace
to do
cars
the
in.
full lap here, and it's a long lap at safety car pace. Oh, Matty Gerard splitting them off the start, 3 wide for the lead. And he's going to go to the lead. Good start, Matty Gerard. Oh, someone going backwards, James McKenzie.
Carnage in the background. Dan Turner, James McKenzie.
Yeah, I think it was James that I saw going backwards at a rate of knots in the back of the shop there. We'll pick up shortly what happened with all that, but Matt Gerard, ripper start.
Need to throw yellow or what?
Oh, nah, I think it kills too much of the race when we do that on these heat races, and I think we've got enough people that have managed to stay intact that we're all right to carry on.
I'm just getting excited about a yellow, but whatever.
Yeah, well, last time we did it, to be fair, it was a 15-minute race that we did it in last time, and the feedback we got was that it just killed too much of the race, and there wasn't enough left. Oh, Wayne Hartnell.
Team Westcar getting
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, he's up against the Armco, backing it up to rejoin. Manages to do that while staying off the racing line, so a good clean rejoin there. Billy Rowley sitting just ahead of Aaron Goodrick at the moment, so he's made good progress through the field.
Working his way up, very cool.
Macca's one of only 2 guys sitting where they started at the moment, P7.
A bit of work to do, but he can drive this car too.
Yeah, he can. He did a good job in that first race to come home in 4th. And he actually finished where he started in that one as well. Started 4th, finished 4th, so maybe he's going to start 7th, finish 7th here. But he was talking about the points that he pulled out of Leith Swinney, but that was Phil Carpenter. Oh, and didn't we Phil Carpenter? Oh, and it was Macca that got caught up in that as well.
There we go. Okay.
And he's got big damage to the front, and he's going to have to tow, unfortunately. So big carnage so far in this one.
Just talk back up about how well he did. Now he's limping back to the pits. Sorry about that, Sean. That was all our fault, buddy. Don't mind taking the blame for it.
Steve Darren battling with Tom McCall at the moment.
Yeah, that's for 7th and 8th. Chucking the nose up there. Letting him know. oversized V-dub.
Yeah, he's stalking him at the moment, looking for where he might be able to pick up an opportunity.
Cool looking track, eh?
Yeah, it's an awesome little track. For quite a geographically flat track, it's got lots of character just by the bumpy surface. Not a lot of undulation, but just such a bumpy surface, and it adds such a difficult factor to the corners, and a whole mix of different corners as well. Fast stuff, slow stuff. Corners like this one that we talked about earlier,
Yeah,
where
well,
you've got to commit to your line so early, and it's so hard to pick out your line because it is such an open space that you're driving into.
similar to a street circuit, eh? Reasonably flat and
Yeah.
got a few walls around the place. You're going to tell me it's a street circuit, Shane? Tell me
Well,
about
no,
Sebring.
it's
What
not
do
a
you know
street
about it,
circuit.
buddy?
It's built on an old World War II US Air Force base, and the great thing about it, where you got a couple of those sort of tracks in the UK, such as Silverstone, but they've actually now built those up where you've actually got proper high-grade racing surfaces, smooth ironing board surfaces all the way around, very little in the way of bumps. This track is just literally built on the tarmac access roads and taxiways at the airport, and it's got all the bumps that you'd come to expect from that, and great stuff. Like, I love how the Americans do that. They don't flatten out their surfaces when they build racetracks at pre-existing facilities or street circuits. They tell the drivers you're going to deal with the bumps. It is what it is.
Yeah, we're into it. Hang on. Set up that suspension, get it right.
Absolutely. So look back at what went down at the start. James McKenzie looks like a bit of 4 wide, and so someone was going slow there, and he's clipped him, and it's just sent him backwards into the barriers. Might be able to pick up something focusing on. Oh, so there was contact between Blake and one of the. Oh, Dan just lost it by himself in the middle of all that. I think probably just checking up, trying to avoid what was going on ahead. And that BMW is known for getting a bit loose on the rear under brakes, so I think that's what's happened for him on that one.
So Mac is back out again, not giving up.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be what happened, or it's the end of what happened to Macca. Here we go. Oh! So yeah, we
Tried
saw.
to miss, but nowhere to go. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw Phil have that moment, and Sean came around the corner to find Phil sitting across the track, and like you say, absolutely nowhere to go. So that's a brutal one there.
Car's pretty close. Alright. Bit of action up the front by the looks. Second McCartan wiggling his way through my race terms.
Yeah, moving and grooving his way up the pack.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, up in the fourth. Bit of work to do. Saw Billy Rowley pass Leaf Swinney. Leaf Swinney must have had something going on. He's dropped back a little. Matthew Gerard got a bit of race room.
Yeah, so Matty doing well early in this one. He's managed to open up a second and a half back to Billy, taking advantage of some clean air.
Excellent driver. Do you remember him in that season racing that Ford GT?
Oh, that was epic, wasn't it? And sticking
like
with
the
that
worst
for the whole
car.
season.
The worst car you can download on iRacing, and he drove the whole season.
But to be
Yeah.
fair, Stefan's doing it this season.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone's locked into one car this season, and Stefan choosing to do it in the Ford.
Is that the old one though, the horrible one?
Yeah, well, the GTE and GT3 and the Ford are pretty much the same car.
Oh, okay, there we go. So he's set himself a challenge.
Absolutely, he is.
Mm. From memory, they've got no suspension, like crazy rigid and stupid low, and just yeah, you can't set them up, eh?
Yeah, I tried to drive it once, and it was at Bathurst, and I just crashed a lot. Not that I never
Parked it.
crashed, not that I've never crashed in anything else, but I crashed a lot more than I ever crashed anything else.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Parked it, never touched it again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool.
Last couple of rounds, he hasn't had it all his own way like we've been used to seeing. So whether he's had a couple of tracks where he hasn't gelled quite as well with them as some of the other tracks, or maybe just some of the other guys getting a bit more up to speed with the GTEs and starting
I'd
to
be the
be able
car.
to be a bit closer to him, I think.
It'd be the car.
He's been in this car all season though. In the first half of the season, he was dominating all the race ones, and then pretty quickly able to make his way through in the race twos. He picked up a lot of double wins. It was pretty much only when he had incidents that he wasn't able to pull that off. But now, that just these last couple of races, he's taken a bit longer to get through, and I think last week he finished up the second race still about 5th position or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
And Matty actually out-qualified him last week as well, Matt Gerard.
Yeah, excellent driver, Matt. Definitely.
Sure is.
Step creeping up on.
Chris Zaluski having a better time of it in this race compared to last one. He's managed to make his way into the top 10, sitting P9 up 7 spots.
Top 10 Supercars NZ, loving it. Very cool.
Yeah, and he's got Steve Dowring just ahead of him as well. If he can get around Steve, they'll both be up 8 spots. Steve currently our biggest mover up 9. Tom McCall up 8 as well. So Steve, then Tom McCall, then Chris are our 3 biggest movers in the race. But if Chris can get ahead of Steve, then they'll all be equal on 8.
Oh, that's pretty cool. How's Bill going? Oh, mate, Bill Kilgour.
Billy Boy, Bill Kilgour,
Race
P12.
broom.
Yeah, out there
Race broom
cruising.
around there. Looking good. Is he rocking a jigsaw car as well?
Yeah, Jigsaw Ferrari.
Gone away from the Ray-Bans.
He has.
They
He's
they
finally
weren't paying him enough from memory.
given up that privateer title and decided to join a team.
Yeah, oh, Steve Darren's a good payer.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Oh.
we've done it again. Sorry, Bill.
Yeah, that was our fault, Bill. Blame us. Very good. We still haven't figured out what we're going to give away this 50 NZDs for Shane. Ooh.
Well, we can always just do a wheel at the end and
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
yeah.
The race order of finishing. How many we got on the race? 17.
Yeah, 17. Yeah, Phil's given up the ghost. So 17 running currently.
You want me to do that, or you can pluck something out live on the stream, or you want to?
I should be able to pluck something out live on the stream.
Oh, you're a good man. Far out. I knew there was a reason we employed you. How's that tidy salary looking, Shane? Good, man. Good.
Yeah, fantastic.
Awesome. Sitting here in the broadcasting lounge, a couple of cigars. Nice whiskey.
Absolutely. So we haven't seen any pit stops yet. Well, we've seen a few people come in on that one for damage in that turn 1 stuff, but no scheduled pit stops, and we would be expecting to see people having to get fuel. Sean mentioned that they were a bit tight for making it through the 15 minutes in race 1, so
Oh, okay, yeah. So 1 lap to go from memory. You said last time, yeah, then 1 lap in the tank.
yeah, he
Interesting to
said,
see what.
if they weren't going to get the white flag, then he wasn't sure they were going to make it, so not too long after that 15-minute mark, we'll probably be expecting to see everybody needing to get in for some fuel. I'll be interested to see
Cool.
if anybody comes in a little bit earlier, tries to go for an undercut maybe, but probably won't be doing tyres in this one. They'll take a bit longer in these GTE cars, having to do one wheel at a time, so they won't be covered to do 4 tyres by fuel. They might be able to do a couple if they want to, but yeah,
Shot of gas and out.
I think it'll just be a splash and dash. The tyres should easily do the distance, and if you start chucking on just a couple of tyres, then you end up with cold tyres on either one side or one end, and it gives you a really really weird feeling car with the balance on that.
To remember that. In my racing days, Shane, you know.
Yeah, you haven't been racing consistently for a wee while now, but you had your time at that, and you enjoy the streaming side of it, things as much as anything else. Mind you, you haven't been doing that regularly for a while now either. You need to get
No,
back
no,
into it.
no. I'm lazy. I'm lazy, but that's alright. Dig into it in the winter.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good fun. Supercars NZ if you want to join us. What are we now? $15 is it for this season, Shane?
Yeah,
Get you
15 bucks for
racing
a season.
four or 6 nights a week. I know we cranked the piston cup up again for a little while there. That's humming. Or maybe not humming, but it's there are servers up. So.
Yeah, I think we're probably back to Sunday nights being the only night we're not putting up a server at the moment, aren't we?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's nothing like finishing the week, getting home, having 2 or 3 beers and jumping in the sim and a bit of banter with the boys and yeah, drive an old hunk of junk holding a Falcon around wherever we go.
That's right, and look at this.
Yeah, you're right. Predicted 16 minutes. Pit lane's filling up.
But Stefan McCartan, on the alternate strategy,
Oh yeah, he's
maybe,
probably fuel saved all the way.
yeah, well, he was sitting in that draft for a while, wasn't he? So, saving a
Yeah,
bit,
lazy.
able to
Yeah,
go
and
an
a
extra
lot of
lap.
race room now, so open air. Get the hammer down, cut some fast laps out.
Yeah, and another lap with a slightly lighter car as well, with less fuel in it. So, well, at least one will have. He might even be able to go further yet. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that could give him the opportunity to jump a few cars. We'll see where he comes out when he does pit.
Billy Rowley fastest there for the race, 156.89.
Yeah, that's pretty
McCartan
rapid
best
pace.
lap 157.31, so his last lap race speed was 157.37, so he's smacking them down.
Yeah, that's good
Most of the guys are
consistency,
in the
isn't
2
it?
minutes actually. Most of the guys are in the 2 minutes, 205s, 204s, 203s with race pace, so Stephen McCartan's still last lap, what, 7 seconds quicker than the average race pace of the rest of the drivers. So.
Yeah, but I think those last lap times include getting into the pits and being on the limiter for a little way towards the
Oh,
line. So I
okay,
don't
yeah,
know that
yeah,
that's
yeah.
quite representative. Stefan in now.
Oh yeah, it just popped up. Yeah, cheers Shane for correcting me. It's been a while, buddy. Since I've even sat in this chair beside you.
Yeah, it has been a while. Good to have you next to me again.
Good stuff.
Stefan stops in his box. Not long at all.
It was
Six and a
like a
half seconds.
F1. There was like a F1 pit, man. It was.
It was,
Yeah,
and this is going to be tight. Matty's just going to get him, but that's... And he's... Oh, they're side by side down to turn 2. Yeah, he slots in, but that's... Considering he was... I think he had just made his way around Aaron for P4.
Oh, Matt getting a bit loose.
Oh,
You
yeah,
think
cold
just giving him a
tyres.
bit of race room.
Hasn't
Billy in
put
there,
on.
eh?
Oh,
Billy's like, yeah, bring it on.
they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, 90% sure Stefan would just watch this play out.
So not stone cold tyres there, because obviously he didn't change tyres, but certainly they would have cooled off a little bit while he was stopped. And I think that's had an effect. But Billy absolutely keen to try and wrestle the lead away from
Yeah,
Matty.
give me P1. Give me P1.
Oh, he's got to be careful that he doesn't end up putting himself out of position and losing out to Stefan here, though.
Yeah, and those tyres will be feeling it too.
Oh, Stefan getting a wheel on the grass looking for a cat.
Sneaky bugger, man. That little full GTE. Crack up.
He managed to follow Billy through to pick off Matty there, and moves up to P2, and he wants that lead. He wants that double win again.
Yeah, look at this.
Billy goes defensive to the inside. Stefan, does he try and go around the outside or does he get the switch back? Matty, oh, contact! Oh!
Race control! Race control! Oh, that was good racing, definitely. Bit of work to do to get back up there. Probably about 5 minutes left.
Yeah, already down to that 5 minutes remaining, and he's down in P5. He's got just under 6 seconds up to Billy Rowley P1, so second or just over a second a lap, plus some cars to make his way through. It's a tall order, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
no,
actually, not even a second lap. It'll probably be about 3 laps that he's got left. So
yeah, certainly not going to make it, but there's
yeah, about two seconds on that.
Fifth or fourth might get ahead of Aaron Goodrick, but I don't think he'll be catching Matthew Gerard, Nico Cordy or Billy. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually Nico capitalised on that and able to get ahead of Matty as well. So a couple of spots there for Nico. He's up 7 from where he started.
Yeah,
to
we
sort
sort
of
of
P2.
missed the way he snuck through there, eh? Have we got a little replay of Nico sneaking past while everything else was going on?
I believe we do.
Oh,
Please.
yeah, so here we go.
Hovering
Matthew
around in the
Gerard and,
background.
Yeah. I'll just, sneak through here.
Actually, you know,
That'll be the easiest 2 places ever taken in a race.
I reckon this is going to be a good view of it here.
Oh, what's happening up here? Touched and yes. Oh, just walked by. See you later.
Thanks, guys. How
Yeah.
generous of you.
Yeah, straight up to second. Got a podium. Oh, very good. Yeah, he'll be buzzing about that. Nico gets really excited about racing with us. It'll be funny to chat with him in the box later on.
Yeah,
But
well.
he does get excited when he sees he's around.
Oh, bit
Dragging
of a
up.
moment
Ooh.
there for Wayne.
Yeah, 10th spot. How's Macca? What's he up to? Oh, he's pulled it in.
Oh, he has too, so he's not going to be
He's not
eligible
going to
for
be
the
on
prize.
the wheel. Not going to be on the wheel, Macca.
Oh, has he just come in for a stop? He might come back out.
Ah, he is now.
Yeah, he's coming back out. He's only
listening to the stream.
he's only a lap
3
down, so he's still
3.9 kilometres behind Billy. Yeah, alright, we'll put you in the draw maker. Good stuff. Who's that there? Jonathan Turner.
Yeah, JT battling with Steve
JT,
Darren.
Steve Darren, yeah.
Oh, Steve goes deep, runs wide. Two Team West boys.
There we go. We're
Careful
ruining
over here.
everybody's race tonight, aren't we?
We are.
It's good fun, eh?
It's great fun.
Yeah, Jonathan Turner, Wayne Hartnell. Teammates be enjoying that.
Tell you what, anytime things get spread out on track, you can always count on Team West to give us a good battle.
Yeah, good stuff.
So I think Billy's just taken the white flag. We're under a minute to go and he's just started another lap.
Yep.
JT, Wayne Hartnell side by side. Wayne gets the spot. Oh, but he goes a bit wide. I think he had to check up to avoid the tyres there.
Neck and neck, look at that.
Side by side.
White flags up. Good racing.
Yeah, Steve and Chris in a little bit of a battle in the background as well. Steve runs a bit wide. Oh, Chris having to go on the grass.
Yeah, Steve not giving much race room there. Probably didn't know who's there.
Yeah, it's always a hard one when you've been off and somebody comes alongside that quickly, you lose track of where they are. But oh, Steve just looking a little bit scruffy at the moment. Certainly making for exciting racing though.
Yeah, a couple of mean looking beamers. Certainly a cool looking race car.
Jumping on the roof of Chris Zalewski. Billy Rowley comes across the line to take out the second race. Nico Cordia not too far behind in second. Matty Gerard, after starting third with the reverse grid, holds on to third. Stephen McCartan
Well done.
makes his way back to P4 after that incident, a few laps to go. Aaron Goodrick comes home 5th, Leith Swinney 6th, Tom McCall 7th, Wayne Hartnell managed to win out over his teammate JT for 8th and 9th. Steve Darren rounds out the top 10 there. Chris Zalewski, Raceweek sponsor, just missing out on the top 10. Blake Greenhill 12th, Dan Turner 13th, Bill Kilgour 14th. Oh, he's not actually there yet, is he? Dan has Dan makes it now. And I think that was Sean just in behind Dan, making it home a lap down. Billy making his way around through the S's onto the back straight.
Yeah, Nico Cordia, if you're around, come and tell us about that pass, buddy. Jump in the waiting room.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll jump in there. He's always good for a chat post-race. Bill Kilgour coming home P14 now. On the lead lap, so that's more than can be said for Sean McNamara. 15th, a lap down.
Yeah, sticking in there. Well done, Bill. Very cool.
Oh, Mac has joined us now. Lap down, mate. What happened?
Blake had the worst start. My fault for hitting him, mate.
He's just come in just to call out Blake. But, yeah.
Oh, he is Like he was like 6 or 7 car lengths back. It's like no wonder I was pushy. But anyway, it was my fault at turn 1. I totally accept that. My bad. And then whoever spun at turn 1 the following lap or 2 lap or whatever it was, I had nowhere to go. But I stayed to the end because I want a chance to win some money. Did you give it away?
No, not yet. We got Billy in the comms box and Nico Cordia with an exceptional pass we
Alright.
need to talk
I'm
about.
gonna leave you guys sort out the professional side of things, and yeah, sorry to Blake for taking them out at turn 1. My bad. Have a good
Really
call,
good.
guys. We'll let you guys
Okay.
sort them out. All right, boys.
Cool,
Check,
cool.
check. Bye.
Cheers, Macca.
Who do you want to talk to first,
Alright.
Shane?
Well, I'll let you take control of that, and you can have a chat while I'm setting up this wheel, eh?
Alright, race leader, race winner, Billy. Billy, how's that?
That's pretty good, mate. About time.
No, very cool. Awesome, good to see. Yeah. Shane, what are you got anything to say to Billy? Where's
Yeah.
where's it gone?
Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here because I'm setting up a wheel as well. But picking up a win there in race 2, Billy. Bit of carnage in behind, and you managed to just cruise out in front.
I wasn't a full cruise. I think we were 3 wide into the hip at one point, and
Yeah,
she
actually,
she
we
was
did pick that
chaotic.
up. To be
But
fair, yeah. What did you think
Yeah.
when Maddie and Stefan came together at the final corner there?
I don't remember that happening.
You just focused eyes forward, not looking in the mirror, didn't even know it happened, eh?
Was that? I just remember kind of maybe blocking Stefan at the final corner, and then he lost some time. Was that the same incident?
Yeah. You
Yeah, I think
got
it
tangled
was.
up
It was not
with
long
Mackie
after you
Grant.
went 3 wide at the hairpin, and then yeah, they tangled behind you, and Stefan dropped back to about 5th, and then made his way up to 4th in the end, and Maddie dropped back a little bit as well.
Yeah, good
Mental.
stuff. All right, well done though. Very cool. Race
Cheers,
win.
man.
Help those points out. Have to keep an eye on that. Very
I
cool.
probably missed
All right.
many rounds, but I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, definitely. A win's a win, eh?
Absolutely.
Oh, cool. Awesome. All right, cheers, Billy. Leave you to it, eh?
Cheers, boys.
Cool. Mr. Walk by Nico Cordia.
Hey, Wayne. Good day.
How was that? Just the
Oh,
it was like the sea just opened up and you just
oh, it opened up. I saw the gap. I actually thought when I saw them going 3 wide into the hairpin, I'm like, if they tangle, I'm going to lead the race because there's no way 3 cars are making it through the hairpin side by side.
yeah, it was a good watch, a very good watch, and do love the way he just walked on through there. Very cool.
It was fun watching the telemetry because obviously I'm running my race labs and it's over the 10 laps, I was the fastest car on track. Because obviously all the boys were streaming, slipstreaming or battling, and Stefan was fuel saving, definitely fuel saving, 100%.
Yeah, he's
Because
good at that, eh?
he's very good at that. And yeah, so I had a push, and I was the fastest car on track according to my telemetry over 10 laps.
Oh
And
yeah.
then just after the pit stop, after Stefan and Matthew's incident, obviously I don't know if that will be reviewed, depending on who puts in a incident report there. But I got through, and then I'm chasing down Billy, and then I mess up, and
Oh really? Yeah.
I lock the wheels, and I go wide, and I just drop back from 1 second to 2.5, and there wasn't enough time back.
Oh
But I
bugger.
thoroughly enjoyed that race. That was
Yeah, that was
really
good fun.
such a good race. I prepped really hard going into this race, um, and my
That's
setup
cool.
needed nothing in practice, nothing in the race. It was just put in fuel and go.
Yeah, just walk towards you, eh? Second
Yeah,
spot. Well done.
yeah, I'm
All
pretty
right,
chuffed with
we'll
that.
both you with Billy. We've got some iRacing bucks to give away on a wheel tonight, so good luck with that. We're
Sweet.
Gonna do a random draw of all the race finishes, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Oh, awesome stuff. Thanks to all the sponsors, obviously, for that. And thanks for you boys.
Yeah, cheers, Nico. Very cool.
Cheers, Nico.
Cheers.
Boom, there we go. How are you going, Shano?
I'm very close. Just need a couple more seconds, I think.
Very cool, very cool.
Alright.
Sounding confident
There we
as Shane
go.
White, fifth wheel.
That's looking better than it was a second ago. Alright, so now I've just got to find the right source to bring up here on the stream. That should be it there. There we
Oh,
go.
look at that.
Alright, so we've got our 15 finishes up on the screen there, and we give it a spin, spinny, and we land on number 2, Nico Cordia.
What a winner tonight. There you
We
go.
should have kept him in here.
Oh, very cool. Well done, Nico. So that's yeah, 50 NZDs of however you want that, whether that's iRacing dollars or we'll get you a voucher or flick us your bank account. So very cool. He still is there. Did you want to bring him up? I'll
Yeah,
bring him
let's
up
do
if
it,
you
eh?
want. So the second place getter got the $50. Nico.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
So what a night.
Night. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Really do appreciate that. Appreciate the support, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, so 50 NZD, however you want it, whether you want that in iRacing bucks, or we can flick me your bank account and we'll flick you that courtesy of Racecrafts and MRP.
Oh, awesome. Thanks to Racecrafts and MRP, that's for sure. And yeah, I really do appreciate it. You can flick me those iRacing credits.
Yeah,
You
no
can never
worries,
have
I'll do
enough of
that.
those.
Life's easy.
But yeah,
Life's
thank you
easy.
very.
Keep you on track, eh? Keep you racing.
Yeah, definitely.
Wicked. Alright, cheers Nico.
Awesome.
We'll
Thanks.
put you back
Thanks to
down.
the sponsors.
Cheers, 8. Cool.
Cheers.
Right, Shane, you want to wind her up, buddy?
Yeah, so big thanks again to MRP and Racecrafts for making that prize possible, and congrats to Nico on that. Thanks to iRacing for giving us a great platform to go racing on. Thanks Wayne for joining me in the lounge tonight, better late than never.
Yeah, no dramas. Yeah, I just sat down and looked at the messages and went, oh.
And thanks of course to all our drivers for coming along and giving us some racing to talk about. And thanks to everybody at home for tuning in. We'll see you all next time.